Alright, hello everyone, Internet Tomato here. So, the plan for today is going into the two tombs and finding the Weaver. I think he's here. And that's who hit me? That's weird. That's probably all I have planned for today. I stumbled upon this one. I went along the edge here. There was a road and didn't lead to anything. So I thought I would check it out, and yeah, here's the tomb. It's actually really close to the other one. You'll see soon, but let's get going. Tomb 1. Sir Galahad. Well, we already killed Sir Galahad. Was that the... Yeah, it's the Purifier. Galahad the Pure. Well, whatever stuff he has. Well, yeah, I wonder, because, right, we already have his equipment and all. Coffins. Wait, is this it? Lucky Knife. I think you already have that. That's the one that gives you money per kill, right? Oh no, attacks against targets below 50% health have 20% chance more to crit. Okay. It's either a really small dungeon or it isn't. Out of the way, guys. Silent Virtue Vambraces? What's that? Reduces stamina regeneration by 5. Reduces stamina regeneration by 5. Why would you... Okay, there must be a reason why you wouldn't want stamina regeneration for some very obscure build, but... Penitent Curus. Reduces max health by 15. Okay. It makes total sense, yes. Alright. Oh, it's just a bunch of undead, it seems. Coming in here. Oh, here's Galahad. Yeah, his armor looks similar to the Galahad I killed. That's easy. Very good. Okay. Guess I'll just take it all. I don't know why he'd wear this. It just makes you weaker. I'm assuming I'm going to be talking to Galahad somewhere. Here? Go to the right first. Oh, another Galahad. Okay, interesting. Alright, let's first look at what he had, just out of curiosity. The Penitent Guard Helm. These don't really sell all that well. I mean, it's really heavy. 8 kilograms for this. More than of ashes. And none of it is good. Yeah, I mean, yeah. I'm gonna want to sell a lot of this stuff. Yeah, it all makes you weaker. Okay. Oh, I missed. Level 70. By the way, I have not played since you last saw me. Usually I do some stuff off screen, but I really didn't do much. Because all I did was walk for about 5 minutes. And I crossed it, I was like, well, I'll just start recording. So. Anyway. Well, I doubt Galahad is going to have anything that I'm going to view as useful, but he might. And I came from up here, right? Another Galahad. pick that up? No. I mean, I'm already full. I just emptied everything before I started the game. Anything in here before I dump? Great Sword of Living Ice. Can I get over there? Looks like I can. Alright, these pants, I mean, honestly, everything I have is not really going to be worth it. What was the price? 4 and 300, that's a good one compared to the others. Yeah, actually, these chest pieces aren't that good for how much they weigh. And, yeah, next would be the greaves, I think. Ooh, increases physical damage by 20%, attack speed by 20%, and critical chance by 20%. That's fantastic, actually. Really good. I'm gonna see what it looks like. Can't I twist? Yeah. Pretty cool. Well, we'll keep our evil cape on. Oh, and also I want to see the ice sword, or whatever it was. Great Sword of Living Ice. I need 5 perception for this. Increases critical damage by 50%. Critical hits have a chance to break the blade. Losing all bonuses. Blade automatically regenerates itself after some time. That's interesting. It doesn't seem like it can actually get down here. Okay. So this is where I came from before, right? I decided not to enter. Yep. Okay. I'm just checking everywhere for loot and experience. I mean, I might have missed stuff, but the best I can do. Actually, their rusty swords are trash. Oh. He's really faint.
After everything I did for you, you won't even let me rest in peace.
King is calling, honor the oath you swore.
I swore to protect him until the day I died. And I did. I don't feel obligated to serve him anymore. I earned my rest.
Well, you speak, that means you live, the oath still holds.
It's not my fault the weirdness woke me. And I know exactly who to blame. The one who kept coming back, growing stronger, and ruining our peace.
Let me speak to him, young one. Galahad, my friend, we come to you in our hour of need.
It wasn't enough to tamper with immortality on your own. You had to drag us into it too. Do you know, it was only after I died that I understood what you'd done. Becoming a Four-Dweller, Arthur. Really?
I've always valued your counsel, Galahad. But we were losing the war, and you were no longer at my side. I had no choice but to try becoming as powerful as they were.
Nonsense. There's always a choice, and you have made the worst one. How could you fraternize with the enemy? Go against everything we fought for? You're right. I wasn't there. If I had been, I'd have beaten you to death with my bare fists before letting you follow the advice of that old charlatan.
It was my choice, not Merlin's.
Keep telling yourself that. I know the truth. I always knew the old man was a manipulator. And you had too much on your shoulders to see what he was really doing.
I respect your opinion, Galahad. I only regret that we meet under these circumstances.
As do I. So, what now? You're taking my remains for a little trip. And I'm supposed to serve you again? Not that you're giving me a choice. If you take me from this place, my essence will be bound to your will. I never really had a choice, did I? The war, your transformation. It would have happened with or without me.
Probably, yes. But now, at least we can see it through to the end.
Do what you want. It's not like I have a choice. This will be the last time you hear me fully aware.
Then, Is there anything you want to say to me, Galahad?
Just one thing. May the weirdness take you, traitor.
Oh. I thought he was just gonna let it happen because he's saying there's no point. Something is strange. I don't have... Okay. Ooh, I can summon Galahad? No way. No way, no way, no way. No way, no way, no way. No way. That'd be too cool. Yep, I can do it. Wow, he's expensive. Yep, I'm taking him. What about this? Each attack is critical. That's... Ooh. Is that better? That could be better, but 15 endurance. I'd have to level up about 10 times. I don't know about that one. That's a lot of leveling I'd have to do. Or I'd have to drink... Excuse me. Or I'd have to drink an origin potion. For some reason... as I mentioned, I'm not getting my lifesteal. I don't know why that is. Something must be up. It is still bought, right? Not like something's... Yeah. Should have lifesteal. Unless his items deal damage back, like retaliation. Yeah, enemy. Increase melee retaliation by 15%. Increases incoming healing by 200%. Your health is super low. I don't think that retaliation means too much. I mean, it's the best avoid getting hit or minimizing the damage you take, so. But now I have to drop other stuff. This probably sells better. It doesn't sell better. Wow. That's a bummer. In fact, it's far worse, but I'd rather have it with me than dump it. That'd be terrible. I feel awful if I had to dump it. I don't know. All these things sell well. Except for his stuff. I don't know. The boots sell well. Okay, what did I say? Didn't I say that the van braces were going to be next? And that's his, right? Yeah. And then we can dump these. They don't give any value. Okay. Oh, he's expensive. Hello. Pleasure. So that means I can only really have one of them out at a time unless I have more stamina. Font of Recovery. Sounds nice. Or did I accidentally look up? Yeah. Successfully blocking damage has a 20% chance to restore 15% max mana. Interesting. So we need to replace this with, I don't know, +2s. That's fine. Okay. So that's where I came in, right? Yeah. Alright, we'll see if Fianola, the geographer, is going to be here. They definitely did change what they were going to do with the geographer between version 0.7, or sorry, 0.9, 1.0. I don't know how much I like it, or if I do.
Proud men, Galahads. I wonder what it is about that name that makes it heavier to bear than most. They're always more driven, but more volatile too. I've heard some things about Sir Galahad the Pure. Things I'd rather never hear again.
Well, he's dead. Well, the first Galahad was somehow even angrier than the one I met before, but he didn't seem so bad.
You've met Sir Galahad the Pure?
I killed him.
It fascinates me how he both is and isn't the ideal successor to the first Galahad. They share the same drive, the same sharp edge of cruelty, but for the first Galahad, That cruelty was a means to an end, not the end itself. Or so I've heard.
Okay. Between the first Galahad and the last, it feels like nothing ever really changes on Avalon. I don't know if I actually agree with that. You talk about the first knights like you knew them.
No. I may be old, but not that old. But I was once involved with a man who did.
Ooh.
He knew the first knights personally. He used to tell me stories about them. Some funny, some sad.
What?
I think he missed them more than he cared to admit. But not the king. When it came to Arthur, he had nothing but contempt. And sometimes, that contempt bled into everything else.
Did you... Yeah, I was just about to say, did she date Caradoc? You were with Caradoc?
Oh, so you've met him. Oh, of course you have. I should have guessed. You brought back his majesty, and he is the center of Caradoc's very existence. Ugh, he's such a miserable sod. I'm sure he knows I'm around, but I'd kill for him to just come and say hello.
Like other things didn't end happily.
He's a bitter man, and that bitterness darkened every bit of joy I tried to share with him. We were brought together by a special kind of loneliness. But while I see my life as an opportunity, he sees his as a curse. And he may not be wrong. Our circumstances are very different. Still, I wish I could have made him happy, even if only for a little while. I couldn't, and it was hurting us both too much to keep trying.
Alright, between the first Galahad and the last, it feels like nothing really changes on Avalon.
On the contrary, everything is always changing.
I agree.
Sometimes it's hard to keep up. Though, maybe that's just me finally getting properly old. But you're right about one thing. Violence, and those who thrive on it, never seem to change. The worst kind of constant in a sea of chaos. The road is long, but the next tomb awaits.
Alright. Yeah, who in the world in their right mind would date Caradoc? That guy is... like, he's just hell-bent. I don't know. Very strange. People are strange. I mean, including me, but still. Like, you know, those people who are like, you know, develop crushes on, like, murderers or whatever. I don't know. Very strange. It's not this way, is it? No. It is this way. I just realized that one of my guys disappeared. Galahad is still following, right? Yeah, there he is. Gally. Let's go. He's got to be stronger than the knights. I'm probably gonna level up, and like when I level up, if nothing I find is worth leveling up into, I probably will be getting spirituality so that I can have Galahad out and still afford like a Remmer, just in case one is low or just in case one just died. You have anything useful? I don't think the axe sells well, does it? I mean, better than a lot of stuff. Okay. Guess we'll go this way. Someone to talk to. Hello, sir. Govanen.
It is you. I wasn't expecting such a grandiose visit, my king. And I see that you were brought here by some lad. That's kind of you, stranger. But you'll have to pardon the mess. These halls ain't fit to welcome a king, nor the one who bears him within.
Who are you?
Ah, right. Sometimes I forget that not everything's as clear as it once was. Truth be told, I tend to lose sight of a few important things myself. But to the point, my name is Gavonin. I'm a craftsman, a blacksmith, and the keeper of this place.
Ooh.
The pleasure is mine, kind lad. And your grace, of course.
That sounds interesting. What is this place?
This, kind lad, is the tomb of the knight who never came. There was once a grim legend that claimed this tomb was built out of fear. fear of an ancient curse Morgana cast upon Arthur. She foretold that all the great knights who were denied the king's favour and honours would rise at the end of days as an army of the dead.
Yikes.
They would march on Camelot, seize the capital, shatter the Round Table to dust, defile the royal relics, and from the ruins, forge a kingdom of their own. But those are just stories from the old days.
Yeah, how do you know that I carry the king?
This tomb opens only for two kinds of brave souls. Knights who were never granted a seat at the Round Table, and the king himself. I've been sitting here long enough to know what kind of knight visits the tomb. And your visit is unlike any other.
Can you leave this place?
No, I would cease to be. I'm bound here by an oath I made to his grace. The one who now dwells within you, but is perfectly fine. It is my home, and so it shall remain for all time.
Okay. So you mentioned that you're a craftsman, blacksmith, and a keeper of this place. What does that mean?
Anyone who finds their way here usually comes seeking eternal rest. And rest like that calls for a proper gravestone. I carve each one with my own chisel. They also bring battle-scarred equipment. My hammer mends what needs mending, so it will serve them well in the land of the dead. And the dead? Well, they need a keeper. Someone to watch over them when unrest stirs. Believe me, those who chase glory in life don't always lie in peace.
Need help with your work?
Really kind of you, lad, but no. Or, well, maybe there is something. You see, I once made a habit of carving gravestones in advance, so that any knight arriving here could choose the one beneath which they'd rest for eternity. Unfortunately, I've misplaced me chisel. It slipped and fell all the way into the depths. Clang, clang, clang. If you could find it, I would be most grateful.
What about those who did not rest in peace?
If we do not speak of them, then we won't stir their slumber. The dead prefer silence. Best not to call their names.
Alright, so you're saying that nobody has visited the tomb in all these years?
Aye. Fewer nights these days, and even less knighthood to speak of. No wonder that so few of them come. Such are the times we live in.
Okay. This shop has to have something, right?
Hope you find something worth your time.
A lot of gems. Bone mask fetish? What? Frostbitten skin, azure leech stone. Okay. None of this is really useful. I mean, yeah, okay. Good to know. I guess while we're here, we may as well help him out. I say as I take all this stuff. Very cool indeed. Yeah, look at all these. Interesting place. Okay, luckily it doesn't need to eat or anything. So, is it telling me where to go? Some of the lower levels of the tomb. Okay. I forget. Did I... How come I forget already? That's where I came in? Yeah. Okay. This leads to nothing. Cool. Anything in the water? Ooh. Okay. There's stuff. Alright, let's get going. Ooh, this guy has more health. Did Galahad kill me? I think he did. Alright, I'm gonna have to take him out of the party. He's gonna kill me. Whoa. Well, I can't exactly take him out, but yeah, one shot killed me. He deals a little bit too much damage then. Unless I have to always send him in. I wonder if it's possible to get 100 theft. Like, are there enough of these? Butcher's Tool. Restore 25 health after killing an enemy. Okay. Okay, this must be the way up, so I'll be able to get to that chest later. Okay, Galahad, just don't do that again, please. That hurt a lot. I think about it, I shouldn't be in his way. Galahad, go. Yeah, he has group attacks as well that hit pretty hard. Okay. Sir Vast. Is that it? It's the last guy. Wouldn't happen to have seen a chisel, would you? You can go deeper.
You kept us waiting. Your tombs gathered quite a lot of cobwebs and spiders. Best tidy up a little before you settle in for eternity.
You're waiting for me?
Ah, of course. Of all the forgotten knights who never came, you stand closest to the king. When you finally join us, you'll tell us what it was like to hear his voice, to share so many battles by his side. I won't deny my envy, but in death, you'll be our equal. And then we'll speak as comrades.
Okay. You assume that'll fail and die.
I've no need to assume. Everyone dies, sooner or later. But yes, you're right. I suppose I had already decided your mission, whatever it may be, was bound to fail. Perhaps I was mistaken. Forgive me.
Okay. What were you doing here?
I've been resting in a tomb for the past 3 centuries, so not much, really. I've been resting in a tomb for the past 3 centuries, so
Bit of an analyzed question, given I'm a ghost.
Unless, of course, you're pointing out that I'm not in my own grave. In which case, fair enough. But what can I say? I do enjoy the occasional posthumous strolls.
How did you die?
I came to this tomb of my own accord, as did many of us. I knew our time was drawing to a close. The gates opened, and so I entered. I had a few words with Govanon and then headed to the crypt prepared for me. With my own gravestone on my back, I treated it as my penance.
Mentioned penance for what?
Sometimes, when men want something badly enough, they're capable of truly awful things. I killed 5 knights. Each one stood higher than me in the race for a seat at the round table. 4 I cut down during a tournament. The last I drowned in a river. He was drunk as a skunk. Didn't even comprehend what was happening. Quite the burden to repent for, wouldn't you say?
Mm-hmm. What do you think about Govanon?
Fine, lad. If someone's to watch over my corpse, I'm glad it's him. I imagine long ago he had more to do. It's been a while since anyone new passed through.
Alright, Sir Vast, the king, and I want your service. Will you join us?
I see. You pity the wretch who never reached his dreams. How noble of you. Truly. But I propose something fairer. Let's test it. Your cause, my worth. If I lose with dignity, I am all yours. If you still consider me a good candidate for service, but if you fall, then you'll lie in the tomb that's been waiting for you since before you drew your first breath. So, what do you say?
I don't know exactly what I'm recruiting them for, but sure.
Splendid. Let's begin.
Where are you? Guys, I'm stuck. Out of my way.
Lost. Oh, how I missed that rush. As I promised, I'll serve the two of you. Here is my oath. I shall be ready to fight at your side whenever you should call upon me. Thank you.
Yeah. That's strange that they're giving us these summons suddenly. But, so I have Galahad and I have Vast now. So he's cheaper. I could take him instead of Galahad, but I can't afford him right now because I'm kind of full. Alright, let's find the chisel. Looks like there's another level. Check up here first. Okay. Wonder if it's gonna be like finding a needle in a haystack, or if somebody just has it. Ooh, he has a lot of health. It's a abandoned warrior. The chisel. Yep. Okay. Crystal crawler. I already have that. This must lead to the elevator. Yep. Let's go. There's a chest in the back. Okay. It's this way, right? Think so. Yeah. This is it.
Your grace and the companion of the king. What do you need?
I found the chisel. Yeah.
You did? I was starting to fear that one day I'd have to descend to the lower levels myself. I try not to go that deep. Makes me drowsy. Sometimes I feel like lying down in one of the empty tombs myself. Ha! Thank you. It is a great honor to receive aid from the king and his companion. Here, take this. I hope you both will find it useful.
Also, by the way, Sir Vast mentioned there's an empty grave for me.
Ah, Sir Vast still lingers then. I'm not surprised. Some knights wear death like a cloak, and even the grave forgets to close behind them. As for the empty grave, every soul that walks this tomb finds their name carved somewhere. When the body finally rests in the grave,
I accidentally clicked.
the epitaph completes itself.
Interesting.
Step carefully.
Okay. Yeah, I accidentally clicked. I was scratching my arm, and then I moved my hand back to the mouse and accidentally clicked. Alright. So we're out of there. I don't know. Oh, Pianola.
To be denied what you believed was your destiny. To spend your life chasing the unattainable, only to die unfulfilled. It's no wonder they can't find peace.
There's a grave ready for me in the tomb of the knight who never came.
There is a grave ready for all of us somewhere. Though, maybe not all of us get to see it before it's our time. Did it frighten you? Such a stark reminder of your mortality.
I'm just not sure if I want to rest with the others.
Why? Not your kind of company. Don't worry. I doubt anything could make you. You'll rest where you choose, or where you fall. Some souls are meant to wander longer, to carry the stories forward, rather than be buried with them. Whatever you decide, I'm sure Avalon will remember. Keep going. Avalon has more to show you.
Well, it might be the last time I talked to Pianola, because I think that's all the, that's all the tombs, as far as I know. So I thought that it was 1, 2, 2. Oh wait, no, I want to go this way. Because I'm gonna sleep through the weird night. I may as well do the King's Soul upgrades. They're pretty unimportant. So maybe that's why I'll do them. I have a ton of level ups to do, but
What?
honestly, I feel way too strong to worry about it. I don't think that there's... Oh, why do I only have one? I guess that last tomb didn't count, I suppose. Okay, one of these I liked more than the other, right? Yeah, your actions do not cost mana or stamina when it's activated. I like that. Okay. Sleep till morning. Okay. So, I've been told that, which I don't know if this is true, but I heard that there was one closer to the moot. But it wasn't... By the way, is the moot over? Are they still here? No, it's over. Kind of. Oh, there's a question mark over there. I guess it could be that. Where's this question mark? Maybe it's this. I don't want to fall. Guess I could... Man, this is dangerous. Billy Goat down. Oh, I can swim down from here? No kidding. Okay. That makes this a lot easier. Can I swim up from... Okay. Interesting. Yep, I found it. Okay, great. Let's eat some food so we're at full health. That was strange, Quirko, gotta say. Let's wait a second and go in. Yeah, as soon as I pressed spacebar to go upward, I fell straight down. So I was a little bit surprised there. Okay. Anything to kill? I mean, usually the Weaver's Sanctum is pretty chill. Interesting. They have 4 arms or 2? I guess that's 4. Can't tell if that's part of the robe or if that's an arm. But okay. Very cool. Strange mists.
The center cannot hold, little prince. The fall, it is already here. Step further, and see for yourself. And so you have arrived.
Whoa.
I look at you and I feel what you humans call resentment and bitterness.
What happened?
Lies and lost purpose. That is what happened. The Pale Lady managed to create places full of accumulated weirdness. I thought that those were gifts from her, for all those centuries we spent together. A vote of thanks for creating you. But no. After our second meeting, I grasped from the very beginning I was used. All my attempts to weave a new Foredweller, how utterly meaningless it all was.
Okay, where are we?
A place that was once my workshop. I spent decades here unraveling the secrets of threads of the weirdness. Eventually, I learned enough about the structure of pure potential to weave life itself. Before that, my kin emerged from the depths of Tuathan, born out of the chaos. We couldn't control that. You, my prince, were my greatest pride. The most beautiful creation I ever wove.
So you bear a grudge.
Yes, it consumes me entirely. I feel like I want you to die. I regret creating you. I regret that you lived and still live. I regret that your death, Prince, was not final. Regret. 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 So much regret.
Sorry you feel that way? Not responsible? I don't know, I'm sorry.
If you had never come to be, or if the Pale Lady had not desired to have you, none of this would have come to pass. She looked at the humans and wished to be like them. She wanted to be a mother. You too. Everything that has happened over the last 6 centuries, it is all because of you. It has to end.
Okay. Didn't choose any of this either, except as it is, the world is ruled by forces far greater than us. You have the tools to change something, and yet you did nothing. Ouch. I didn't choose any of this either.
Your body, your soul, both were bent to carry more than one life. And you chose to keep living.
So you want me to end
You took it all
myself?
upon yourself, accepted the burden and claimed the responsibility. Those who carry within yourself have had too great an influence on this world, and you'll be held accountable alongside them. This ends here and now. I'm deeply sorry it has come to this.
It's kind of cool to have to fight the Weaver, but whoa, one hit kill me. I don't know if that was Galahad. I mean, luckily I can just kill him now. You make me kill me. Okay, second death. Do I have to kill him 3 times or something? No, just Foredweller Life Spindle. The tool the Weaver once used to shape new Foredweller life. In the right hands, it holds great power. Oh, I never looked at this Ashen Veil stuff. My bad. Ashen Veil Bracers increases attack speed by 100% when your stamina is below 50. Yeah. Increase stamina generation by 15. That's not too bad. I probably want to keep the shoes I have, maybe. Each missing point of health increases max stamina. Increases physical damage by 10. Old Steel Sword increases attack speed by 20. Increase crit chance by 10. Ashen Veil Greaves increase sneak damage. And Ashen Veil Robes increase max stamina by 50 when your health is below 25. Increase your attack speed. Okay. And also honeyed apples. Love it. So, can I weave here? I mean, what's the point of having the spindle if I can't use it? There must be a way to use the spindle. Maybe it's after the game ends? Strange. I can't equip it, right? It's not like something like an other that I can equip, right? No. Okay. Well, maybe we'll find out later. By the way, can I have 2 Galahads? No. Well, I suppose if all I have is 2 Galahads, then yeah. Oh, maybe I could have 2 Galahads and a Rimmer. Might not be a bad idea. But again, Galahad can kill me. So it's a little bit like, a little dangerous. We completed it. Can't spindle here, can we? No. Where would we be able to spindle? Maybe if we... Well, so... I am actually thinking about it, because since the Weaver is dead, he's not in his old locations, right? But if I go there, what is that location like now? I don't know. Okay. So... I'm gonna have to swim to there, right? That I believe I discovered that that was the easier spot to get to. Come on. Or if I can jump, like platforming. Huh. Huh. Ah. A lot of enemies over here. Dude, stop hitting me. Oh, I need these frost guts. I do need to get to another stash. Also, is Hob gone? I think Hob is gone. And he's not showing up. Alright, so I need to get to a stash. So, I mean, I still have some time to kill. Hob's gone. So since I still have some time to kill, I think what I'm going to do... Well, so I can teleport using that. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to teleport to a stash, grab some frost gut, maybe drop some stuff off just to be safe. And then I will complete the alchemist mission, see what the next one is, and go from there. Yeah, I should probably dump some stuff. Okay, I mean that should be enough, but this all has a lot of weight as well. Alright, so Frostgut. Where would Frostgut be found? Would it be in Newest? I can't imagine having too much of it. It's gotta be less than 10. Is Frostgut? No. I don't think you eat it. It could be handcrafting. Could be alchemy might make sense. Yeah, Frostgut. We'll just take it all. Alright. So then, we're going to do that quest. By the way, I'm going to be returning here later. Wait, where is it? Oh yeah, Extinction of the Week.
Watch yourself, outsider.
Got it. Yeah, so I'm gonna head to here. But as I was saying, probably the next episode, well, I don't know. I wish I could save. Unless it does give you a save, like, right beforehand, so you can go back in time. I'm a little bit concerned of whatever decision I make, it just ends the game entirely. I don't know if it does. So it's like, part of me wants to complete everything before finishing the game, but part of me wants to finish the game. Huh. Dude. Anyways. Because it's like, right, if I finish the game, I don't know if that just ends everything entirely, which would be a big shame. But yeah. Hello, Dolph. Alright, got the slime.
Though, of course, the greatest reward is knowing you've contributed to a breakthrough that could change Avalon. Speaking of which, would you like to contribute? A little bit more? You've proven yourself capable and resilient, which makes you an ideal candidate for something far more valuable than mere coin.
Alright, what do you have in mind?
The snail slime you brought me needs to be tested in conjunction with my formula, a distillation of Dalriata essence I've been perfecting. Simply stand against that wall there. One small injection, and you could become stronger, faster, maybe even resistant to the weirdness itself. Others might balk at such an opportunity, but I suspect you possess the vision to recognize greatness when it's offered. Now, shall we proceed with making history? Ah, how predictable. The truly visionary are always dismissed by those who lack imagination or courage.
Yeah, the audio's off, obviously. I'll say sounds good, because I think I'll survive this.
The injection will only take a moment. Any discomfort will be temporary, I assure you. A small price for the transformation that awaits. The Dalriata's strength flows through this formula. Soon it will flow through you as well. Hold still now. Ah, you're awake at last. Good. I was beginning to worry the sedative was too strong for even your constitution.
Okay.
I apologize for the accommodations. Locking you up was necessary. The process of creating the essence requires absolute precision. No interruptions. The Dalriata around you, they didn't survive the extraction process. I regret it.
Can we just unlock this door, please?
Necessity, you understand. When their blood flowed through their veins, it served no greater purpose. But here in my laboratory...
Oh, sorry. Well, yeah, I'm gonna kill this guy, obviously. He killed like 100 Dalrita for his research. Obscure. Okay. Well, Dolph is nuts. Alright, I suspect I may have made a mistake in my initial assessment of the Dalrita. Initially, I classified them as brutal, uncouth savages of low intelligence, inferior to the people of Camelot. However, after only a few days of interacting with them, I now see that they not only possess exceptional physical strength, but are also highly skilled artisans with a rich and complex culture. The Dalrita people are uncharacterized by energy, perseverance, combativeness, and a dominating instinct, and an undeniable sense of independence. The harsh conditions in which they live have not broken them. Rather, these challenges seem to enhance their physical and mental superiority. If only it were possible to extract their very essence. I subjected the test subjects to the draining of blood and other bodily fluids. Naturally, they did not survive the process, though they remained conscious and maintained vital functions far longer than I anticipated. To successfully distill the essence of the Dalrita race, I will require a greater volume of fluids that fill their remarkable bodies, along with a substance that can act as a binder and stabilizer. That's disgusting. You know what? Okay. How many are there? There's like 4, 8, 12. By the way, why would he hang him up there? 12, 15. You know, maybe it's like doubled in here, so it's like 30. You know, maybe there's 40 total that he's experimented on. That is more than all the tribes combined right now. He killed more than what all the tribes in the entirety of the Forlorn Swords currently have. Like that's crazy. Like there's only like maybe 30 tribesmen, maybe 30 that are out there. And he killed 40, maybe 50 in his experimentations. Man, super evil. All right. And Dolph did seem strange. He didn't really help me. He told me I was going to become stronger, but all he gave me was the like health potions. All right, so his obscure robe increases evasion by 10% when below 20% max stamina. That's pretty useless. You gotta say, quite useless. Bread, cheese. There's stuff in there. Oh, those are a bunch of eggs. I'll take them. Why not? Free eggs. Alright, well, yeah, let's return to Alma. Yeah, she's all okay. I'm gonna go to the fast travel point, go to Alma, tell her that Dolph is insane. Like, very insane. Very, very insane. Like, homicidal. And go from there. Here. Is this guy dead yet, by the way? Like, right. He stopped his work.
Step closer. I won't bite.
Like, his story is he stopped his work because he was about to die, but he's not dead. He's been there for quite some time. Great job, guys. All right. So, okay, Dolph Yonker, I don't know, conducted unusual experiments on the Del Rita. Here's his research.
What? Let me see those notes.
That was terrible.
Dolph, you deranged, twisted old man.
For real.
I apologize. I'm just a bit shocked. I knew Dolph had unconventional ideas, but this goes far beyond what I ever imagined. There's something seriously wrong in our guild. Thank you for bringing this to light. Given how much you've helped us, I think it's time for you to meet Heled.
Who's she?
There's no point in explaining too much now. You'll see soon enough. Just know Heled embodies everything the guild stands for. That's all.
Got it. Oh, okay. Is she in here? Oh, she is. Oh, she wasn't very far from him. That's kind of funny. You know, I may as well while I'm here. Yeah, I am gonna have to think about it. I might have to either see what people say on Reddit, or I might ask one of, like, I will get the answer before you see this video, but I'm definitely gonna have to look it up and see whether I'm gonna have to do all the side quests now because it just ends the game, or maybe a decision you make could end the game and some don't. I don't know. Because if that's the case, I'm going to save the ending for much later. Because I'd rather complete everything first. Avoid the end if I can. What's this? Creepy. Okay.
My son, I want to return. Pray to the Lord of the Hunt. Vragi, pray for me. Let me come back. Little one, I will come to you. Just pay tribute to the Stag Father.
What? That was confusing. Okay. Scene ending, Alchemist Dungeon. Well, That needs to be fixed. I don't know how in the world she could be in here. Also, okay. Why are there monsters here? What? Where am I? Okay. I'm glad that they don't have it if you die, you're dead. And yeah, there's no coming back because there's this platforming now. Wait, what? Okay. Alright, so I have to... Man, I better not die. Oh. Man, sorry, I'm focused. Okay. Anything over there? I don't know. Ooh. Okay. Doesn't look like anything was over there. Ooh. Oh, I made it. Nice. Okay. Phew. An area leads to over there too. Okay. I gotta check this out, right? Just in case. Come on. These undead are very easy to kill. There more platforming to do? Maybe. Okay, so this leads me to the exit. Okay, so I'm gonna come back here through the same portal. I wasn't too sure. You never know. Alright. We'll probably complete this and then end the episode, maybe. I don't know. I'll think about it. What? This is the leader. You gotta be kidding me. This is the leader of the Alchemist Guild? Dude, no wonder you guys are having so many issues. Are you kidding me?
Ah, it's good to finally meet you. Alma and Tyrannus have sent me reports about your progress. Thank you for dealing with the troublemakers in our guild. Though I wish your introduction to us had been under better circumstances.
You're a dryad?
I'm surprised you've even heard of that term. The Druids have always been very thorough in preventing our existence. Now that they're gone, I assumed that knowledge was lost. But yes, I am the head of the guild. And don't worry, I'm perfectly fine like this. Knowing what I might become, Dryads have always been a particular interest of mine. The curse couldn't have chosen better.
Okay, how did... It's a curse?
Yes, a very old, very persistent one. Born of something abhorrent, I believe. It's carried and sustained across the land by the weirdness. I doubt we'll ever trace its origins. I've spent most of my life researching its possible causes, and this is the only explanation that fits, despite what some druids might have thought about the so-called feminine weaknesses they harped on about.
How did you manage to form a guild?
The guild was founded long before I became a dryad. Trust me, I spent my entire career preparing for this eventuality. I built this place, gathered like-minded people, and only then entered the ritual circle. Becoming bound to this place wasn't a problem. It was an opportunity.
Opportunity for what?
For further research, of course. I'm not sure how much you know about dryads, but we are as bound to a place as it is bound to us. I perceive things differently now, in ways I never could when I was flesh and blood. My connection to nature is far deeper than any druid could dream of. We are surrounded by boundless energies, and I feel their currents flowing through every creature, every plant around me. It's made me realize how much there is still to discover, and how uniquely positioned I am for the exploration.
Okay. Well, your guild is in shambles.
It's not that bad. You were unfortunate enough to witness us at our worst, that's true. But such cases are rare, and
You
we
killed
deal with
40
them swiftly.
people.
Our goal is noble, but it can sometimes attract
Oh my
questionable
gosh.
individuals. Extracting and manipulating the spark of life sounds lofty and almost godlike. Some people take it to heart. A little too much.
Again, half the Dalrita were killed from this experiment by Dolph. I would say that's a lot worse than, hey, some people just take it to heart too much. You're not what I expected.
Well, my form might be surprising. After all, if you ask any druid, a dryad is a failure. But to me, it's a step in the right direction. You see, a dryad forms when a female druid is unable to complete her rite of passage. Sadly, it happens more often than not. But this has always been a personal fascination of mine, so I came prepared.
You knew you'd become this?
I was fairly certain, yes. This curse, for I do believe it's an ancient curse on the land, is nearly impossible to avoid. There have been rare cases where a Bandrui was born instead of a dryad, but those are exceptionally uncommon. It's better to prepare for the most likely outcome than gamble on the rarest one, isn't it? I decided not to see being bound to this place as a burden, but as an opportunity.
What do you do here?
Ah, I'm glad you asked. You've arrived just in time to witness our crowning achievement. You see, the propaganda about druids using human sacrifices in their rituals was not entirely unfounded. It wasn't something they did constantly, but it did happen on occasion, and the results were incredibly powerful. It allowed them to manipulate the weirdness in ways that were previously impossible. The force of creation, combined with the pure potential of the weirdness, created limitless possibilities. But the cost was too great for anyone with even the most basic of morals.
So you forbade the use of human sacrifices in the guild, didn't you?
Yes. I don't believe in necessary evils, or that the ends justify the means. We desperately need a breakthrough in mastering the weirdness, but I vowed to find a different way. A better way.
What does it mean for the guild?
Being what I am has given me a unique ability to peer into the very energies that drive us, and what I uncovered is this. Human life is simply a form of energy. It is unique to us, and as I said, extremely potent. But it is still just energy. That means there must be a way to replace it with a more humane substitute.
Seems reductive.
Why? It doesn't take anything away from your humanity. Your life force may drive you, but it doesn't compel you to do anything. Except survive, I suppose. It's a spark that makes you who you are. But what you do with it is entirely your choice.
You found that substitute?
I believe so. In fact, that's one of the reasons I asked you here. After all the trouble we've put you through as a new member, I feel you've earned the privilege of seeing the fruits of our labor. Go on, take a look. It's just behind these doors.
Okay. Oh my goodness. This place is terrible. I've never been a good guy, have I? Okay, nothing to steal. Oh, another Abertac looking thing. Effigy. I'm supposed to be impressed? Hello? Can you understand me? You can talk? This is terrible. Are you in pain? world? Can I kill him? I probably will. This is horrible. What are we doing? What is even happening? How can Alma be cool with this? Hello.
And what do you think? Impressive, isn't it?
It's unsettling.
How so?
What do you mean? Man, if it's humanoid with a human-like life force, isn't it basically human?
Of course not. It only resembles one. My skin is covered in bark, and I can exist bound only to one place. But that doesn't mean I'm a tree, does it?
But like you're a sentient being. Okay, I thought the guild didn't experiment on humans, but she's saying it's not. It's interesting.
I was hoping for a little bit more enthusiasm, but I guess interesting will have to suffice.
Okay, what do you plan to do with it?
I've been considering conducting the ultimate test. I've discovered that a dryad can be freed from the place she's bound to by completing the ritual with a human sacrifice. Obviously, that was never an option. But now, I have access to energy that should be equivalent. If it frees me, it will mean we've succeeded.
So the creature needs to be killed for the ritual.
The energy has to be released, yes. But it's not truly alive like you or me. So perhaps destroy is a better term. You have been vital in ensuring our guild runs smoothly once again. So I thought that perhaps you would like to do the honors.
I mean, I suppose since we're killing it anyway, it doesn't... Like, I would kill it... If she told... I was going to kill it no matter what. So I guess it's fine at this point, because the dirty work has already been done. Okay... This is Manus. How are you any better? Okay, I'd be honored. Is there anything else I should do?
No. The chamber is ready for the ritual. You may proceed whenever you're ready.
Oh my gosh. Just kill this thing. Terrible. Terrible, terrible.
It worked. I'm free.
You don't look it.
And the power coursing through me is truly astonishing. I was right. All these years of searching have finally yielded the results I hoped for.
So if the ritual worked, does it mean that the creature was human after all?
No, of course not. It only means that its life energy was equivalent to that of a human. It worked exactly as it was supposed to. You can stop worrying now. This truly is the beginning of a new era. Not only for us, but for all of Avalon.
What happens now?
Now, I welcome you to the Guild as our newest member. Our doors will always be open to you, but I believe you have your own path to follow. Just be mindful that from now on, you are part of something greater. Whatever decisions you make, do not forget what it means to be an alchemist.
Got it. Okay. I was kind of hoping for more than just, hey, you're an alchemist now. Like, hey, here's a shop. Here's a really cool recipe. It's awesome. You have a wooden basin. Okay. Well, that's terrible. I don't think there would have been any value in just killing her. But, alright. Well, there's not really too much for me to accomplish anymore, right? I mean, look, these miscellaneous I don't think I can ever technically finish. And then, right, Dervan, speak to Fusca, return to self. I don't know where Carla is. I might have to ask some people around. And then I mean, I suppose I could just talk to Earfair. It doesn't matter at this point if he's heartbroken. I don't need his shop or anything from him anymore. Also, what is going on in here? Oh. Okay.
Stop. I don't want to hurt you.
What about those monsters? What are you?
I am Sigrun.
I wanted to see my son again, to speak with him. Vragi, do you know him? Vragi. Do I remember talking to someone with that name? Man, I don't know. I honestly don't remember. What are you really?
I know. I know what I look like. My old body rotted away in the earth. And now, this is all I have. I didn't have much choice.
Okay, I know Fraggy, but doesn't want to talk to you.
Of course. He's afraid. He remembers what happened to me at that shrine. I gave my soul to the Stag Father. I thought I was ready, but I was too weak. The Lord of the Hunt began to take control of me.
Okay, if you gave him your soul, you should have expected him to take it.
It was supposed to be symbolic. Galilna went through the same ritual, and she didn't suffer as I did.
What happened next?
I could feel my thoughts slipping. The Stag Father was taking my mind and spirit, piece by piece. I tried to fight back, but even when I managed to push him away for a moment, it drained all my strength. I clung to the thoughts of my husband and my son. But it wasn't enough. I was becoming less and less human. More and more like one of the Stagfather's beasts. I couldn't let the transformation go any further, for the sake of the tribe. For Chieftain Baalam and my Vragi.
Okay, so you ended your life.
Yes. For the Del Rida, it's the worst kind of death. Dishonorable. But I didn't care about honor.
Anything I can do?
Please, give this necklace to Vragi. He made it for me, and I was buried with it. Tell him I desperately want to see him one last time. Tell him that... no!
Alright. For Sigrun, I do not remember this. I don't remember Vragi. I'll just take her for her word. Or take me for my word. Because my character said I met him. For her, him, right? No. Wait, did I get a necklace? I didn't even get a necklace. Oh, wait. Is this the nine? That was... No, the first trophy was from a different quest. She didn't... It said nothing. Okay, I don't know. Okay. Oh well. Ooh, well. Yeah, I think we're going to be ending it. I don't know exactly what I'm going to be doing. I am going to have to find out whether it ends once I go to the Charred Conclave with Caradoc. If it does, then this is it. Like, you know, next episode. Well, so sorry. If it doesn't, I meant to say, then this is it. I will do that quest. Oh, great. I died from Galahad again. Galahad is ridiculous. Okay. Anyways. Yeah, so if... Let me restart that sentence. So, if the game ends upon doing the Charred Conclave, I'm going to delay it until I complete all the side quests I can. If it does not end, then I'm going to be doing it next episode. I do not know yet. I'm going to research it. And again, I will talk to people, and also, I record this a couple days ahead of time. So I will get the answer before I get to see your comments, sadly. But yeah, did I already do this one? I don't know. Whoa. Get back here. Get back here. Bro. Dead. By the way, that's what a Stagfather Shrine does. Sorry, I am so wiry or whatever. But yeah, by the way, that's where you get a bunch of stuff like weird bones. But yeah, okay. We're going to be ending it here in front of the Stagfather Shrine. Yeah, I don't know what's going to be happening in the next episode. I'll just have to do the research on my own time and just see from there. But yeah, I appreciate you guys watching. If you liked the video, please leave a like. Please please subscribe if you have yet to do so. Please leave a comment if there was an issue with the video. And yeah, I hope to see you guys in the next one. I really do. And yeah, I really can't wait for the end of this. I want to see what happens. I've been told of some of the stuff, but yeah, we'll see together. But yeah, I will see you guys next time. Bye-bye.